Have you ever wondered how to pick a lock? Well, in this series, we're going to teach you of all these different tools, what these tension bars do to put tension on your lock and on this. But before we start the video, you want to see the demo, right? So look, the lock's closed. So how do we open it? So what I tend to do is, as you can see, you have your pins here. I call this the brute force attack tool. Reason why? Because when you shove it in here, as you can see, all the pins are moving really quickly, right? Obviously, you can use this one and go in individually and pick each one and listen for the clicks, but this takes too long. We want something quick. Come on, right? So we're going to insert this tool right in here, put a little bit of tension, grab a brute force thing, and bish, you feel the movement, right? A little bit of tension and pops it open. So if you want to learn how to do this, and you came from the shorts feed because you saw this video, well, stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to do it. Right, so what is lockpicking? At the end of the day, yes, we teach you how to hack, but then also when you go to DEF CON and other places like that, they tell you also, and there's a section as well showing you how to lockpick. Reason why? Because if you are a hacker doing test demos, pen testing, everything for educational purposes only, sometimes when you want to hack places, you need to break into a place, right? Because how are you going to access the data server? So obviously we have a normal lock, which is a little bit, you have a two-way lock, as you can see, two different pins. And then also we have a conventional lock, which you sometimes see on doors like this. And you're like, oh my God, how do I enter? I do not have a key. So let's start. I already showed you guys how to open this one. The schematics of it is quite simple. You can either put this kind of pry tool in there, which is great, as you can see, but it doesn't reach all the way to the end, right? You can see that little thing there. What I like, all my favorite ones is this Allen key one, because it's quite, goes in nicely. You can use this as lever, which is really nice. I like this one the most. This is one of my favorites because it's really long. Obviously, this won't work on every lock, obviously, but it works on many locks. This is what I mean. Yes, your data center might be connected and protected, but if you have someone who infiltrated your place, they could break the lock, go straight into your data center and steal credentials. You don't want that, right? So all these locks are locked. So let's say I'll use this one. I'm going to put that in here. That little divot there, I like it there because I can literally slot it in here and it holds it. Because if I go in this way, as you can see, it slides up. We don't want that, right? Because then it blocks our pins. So we're going to insert that in there. Obviously, we could, as you can see, it's a little bit more challenging manually. As you can see, you've got one pin and going manually. But this takes time. You want to be quick, fast, not seen. So we're going to use this one. Look at it, reset the pins, and look, pops it open. But can we do it to other locks as well? Let's grab, I don't know, this lock, right? This is a little bit more trickier because at the end of the day, you can literally, as you can see, poke all the way through. And when you do, it resets the pins. So you want to make sure your movement is just enough so the pins in there are jumping so you can enter the lock. So what I like to do, I like to get this one nice and long, right? So we get nearly all the way through, as you can see, right? It stops it there. I'm going to put a little bit of tension, and then hopefully it won't take too long. Oh, did we crack it because it's spinning? Nope. See, I'm not even really good at it. I just started this as a little hobby just to see how good I am. Ah, there we go. And it popped the lock open. As you can see, it's right there all the way to the end, touching the back. And when we turn it around, we can see our pins. Those are the ones you want to release from the top ones here. And obviously when we move them back, the lock is locked. So let's move on to this one. The reason I like this one, because you have two different sets of different keys. So you have one set of different ones, one set of here, and the goal is to spin this around, basically to open it, right? So let's say this is in your door, right there, bang. So I don't know, let's use this one. We turn it around because 99% of locks in UK are like this. I'm gonna put a little bit of pressure. Spin this tool around. Look how quick that was. Bang. Right, spin it back. Shall we try on this one as well? Let's go in. Obviously, this is a very delicate procedure. You don't want to like... There we go. That literally took seconds. Sometimes it's even faster than using an actual key to enter. But I'm trying to get at it. Yes, you have different tools for different locks, right? So you have these ones. I haven't used this yet. These ones. So, you know, you have all this one, or even this one looks like a fishing hook, for crying out loud, right? So I have so many tools and so on, right? All of these tools do different things to open different locks. Not every lock will be as easy to open as these ones. Obviously, these are training blocks, right? This is an educational purpose video only, right? I'm not telling you guys to get this and do something stupid with it, because you don't want to. What I'm showing you guys is how basic things like this could let you into a data center. Obviously, good luck, because I've seen data centers, and God, I tell you, they are more reinforced than Alcatraz. There's so much cameras and everything, right? So, but if you work there and you had a lock, or let's say you got locked out, get yourself a small kit. Have some fun, right? Because hacking, this is basically hacking, but physical hacking, how I like to say, because this is a brute force attack, obviously. This is you trying to break a password one by one, which takes, you can do it, takes longer. I tried it. It took me like, I don't know, like 20 minutes just to crack this open, let alone these ones I haven't tried yet. But this one is super nice. So sometimes we really need a piss and the public toilets are shut. You got this with you. You know, go have a pee, I guess. Anyway, guys, hopefully this video was quite interesting. If you want a more series or me trying to buy new locks like master locks, door locks and stuff like that, why not? And also, little teaser, I got myself, how do you open this one? There we go. Got myself this. This is a Lucy tool, if I'm not wrong what it's called. It's a 2-in-1 lockpick. Obviously it doesn't work for these ones, right? It doesn't fit. But this is for like more house keys, house doors, right? So what you do, similar to these tools, but instead of having them separately, you have this, you open this up, you insert it in, and you use this as tension. And with this little bit, knobbly bit, as you can see here, you go through each pin and pop it. And as you can see, if you're really, really clever and good at maths, every single one here you can estimate, because you have different numbers, so different grooves on the teeth, right? So after you got that and drop that down, you can even go as far as beyond and cut yourself a key, right? If you got the right password, and then it's much more easier, right? Absolutely amazing tool. Obviously, I don't have a lock on me now to test this out, but I would love to test this out really soon and show you guys how to use it. But this is just the basics of locksmithing. Get yourself a kit, have some fun, because if you are a hacker, this is fun as well, because you're technically doing a physical brute force attack. Instead of using Kali Linux, you're using a physical touch. See you guys in the next one.